Hey everybody, so I've got a special little treat for you today. We're going to be doing a quick little cheat way to get some add-on vehicles for LSPDFR. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Captain 14 LSPD and it looks like it's this one, but it might not be this one, so you've got to double check. Okay, this is not by Captain 14. By Captain 14 right there. Okay, we can see it's by Captain 14, so we want to make sure. So this is a non-ELS pack, and you see through some of these pictures, they're actually done really well. But the biggest thing that we have going on is that, go ahead and download this. I've already downloaded this, but just to show you, and for those of you who are just starting out, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. When you are downloading new files, I would really suggest that you put them like this. You put a file or a folder that says LSPDFR files, and then you put all your different mods in here. And when you update your mods, you can just update them and just put like the updated version or something. Otherwise, you're going to get into some issues. So I've got a few of these. Nope. My apologies. You can see I always put them in the same way. ELS EUP, plugins, everything, vehicles. And we can see my LSPD replacement pack, and you can see this is all the files that come with it. So there's an OIV, which means we're going to have to go to our OpenIV. And again, if you don't know how to do this, I'm teaching you for the first time, you might want to watch another video that shows you what all you're doing when you do OpenIV, because I'm just going to go through the basics of how to install this. So you go to your package installer, or your tools. In your tools, there's a package installer, and then, like, you can see, so I need to go to vehicles, LSPD pack, and then I would go to the installer or the uninstaller. Mine are already installed. So the other thing too, update 64 DLC packs, and then you see LSPD pack. So now, from now on, after you install this, you'll go into your LSPD pack if you want to install police vehicles, because all of these are now going to be in there. Plus, if you notice, you don't just have police 1, 2, 3, 4. You've also got 5, 6, 7, and everything else. And now that means that you have add-on vehicles. You don't need a game config because it's already taken care of for you. And the other thing that people don't realize too is if we go to our update, I think it's update common data, should be an XML list in here. There's your game config file, but there should be an XML list. Maybe it's, no, it's not data. I'd have to find out where it is, but I really thought it was in here. DLC list right here. Okay. If ever you install a file with a folder in it, and if it's not in here, it will not load, or if it is in here and you do not have the file, it will crash your game. You can see any of my files. So I've got my FBI pack, my EUP, SUP, LA Roads, LSPD, and Sheriff pack. So those are the other ones that we were going to look at as well. So update, X64, DLCs, You see I have an FBI and everything else. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back here. We're going to go to LSPDFR, Sheriff Replacement Pack. And it's right here too. This is by, again, Captain 14. And so what this does is this, again, they might be kind of bland, but you can change that. So then it comes in here, and down at the bottom we've got our sheriff. Oh, not common. And you see all your sheriff, and now it's also giving you an extra sheriff. And so you can see I've already changed mine out for an ELS version of the sheriff. And now I can call to that. So if I have any mods that moderate how different vehicles will come in, like actually, I'm gonna go do that really quick. Go here, open file location, plugins, EUP response, LSPDFR. Stop the pad. Okay, it's not gonna be in there. Okay. And it might not have the ability to change it on some of these. Yeah, this doesn't look. Taxi models, taxi. You can see these Uber models. And I could replace these with my Sheriff 3. Or I could even add on. It looks like if I add a comma and then add on to the next one, I could make it so that Sheriff 3 became part of that. And so then you could add it into the game that way. Obviously, you'll need a trainer if you'd like to use it. But that's a very good way to avoid having to do add-on vehicles, because I know there's a lot of issues where add-on vehicles seem to crash people's games. So it's just a little quick tutorial on how to do that. And again, you can replace all these cars if you don't like them. It just gives you more slot. Excuse me. It just gives you more slots to use, and then you can be on your way. And the same thing goes up here. You can see FBI pack, but the FBI is just FBI 1 and 2. So it's still FBI 1 and 2. Once you start getting into add-on vehicles, I'm going to tell you right now that game config that we saw earlier. So if we just do game config LSPDFR, I can't give you a fair chance in saying that this one's going to work. You just kind of have to play around with these until you can get the right one. But usually it will crash your game until you figure out which one that is. So this one says limitless vehicles, and it might be. So it's a lot of downloads, a lot of likes, and it works differently for every person. So give it a shot. If you guys want to, there's an extra way to add on police vehicles, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.